What is Dalai Lama? The Dalai Lama is the title that is given to those who are labeled as the spiritual leader who is the head or is at the forefront of the Tibetan school of Buddhism. The current Dalai Lama labeled the spiritual leader of Tibet is the 14th Dalai Lama and the universally praised and renowned Tenzin Gyatso. The Dalai Lama had a lot to be concerned with in his life. He initially would have had to be able to adapt to handle the pressures that comes with being the most holy and spiritual figure of a nation, that of a role which comes with such high levels of expectation and reputation to follow up upon. However, his most unique and fearful challenge would come during the 1950s, when China had begun their invasion of Tibet, the Dalai Lama's homeland. In very unconventional fashion, the Dalai Lama had been appointed into becoming the political head of Tibet during this time, meaning the Dalai Lama would have to adapt to a role that previously was not seen to be expected from the spiritual figure of Tibet, all combined in with one of the most stressful and fearsome times in Tibet's modern history, being occupied by such an old, large and powerful nation such as China. Eventually, Tenzin would be forced to leave his homeland of Tibet in the face of China due to their ongoing efforts in the invasion of Tibet, something that no doubt would have been a huge struggle for His Holiness both mentally and physically. He would go on to seek refuge in India in 1959 as a result. One of the signifying moments of his reign as the Dalai Lama would have come with being recognized as having political power of Tibet, something that would have previously been seen as unconventional and not expected of the spiritual leader of the nation. He would go on to receive the 1989 Nobel Peace Prize for his leadership of Tibet during China's invasion, where he insisted on a nonviolent approach to achieving the country's liberation from the giant country of China at the time. He would receive plenty of more awards as time went on, with his collection of awards spanning well over 150 as of the current day, mainly for his constant preaching of the message of a peaceful approach to life's issues, as well as his preaching on the environmental issues our planet is facing currently. He has visited over 67 countries spread across 6 continents also. As well as preaching, he is literarily astute, being involved or directly authoring himself over 100 books during his lifetime also.